This is Back Roads of Illinois server to farmers and ranchers in central Illinois and the Midwest. Today's edition of Back Roads of Illinois. We are bringing you lasted for farming sources and information sponsored by AgriGold. We're glad you're here on today with us. I'm Cesar Delgado. I am your host of today's program. I'm joining with Bill Howell from Adkins Energy. We're going to have a conversation on the ethanol industry in northern Illinois area with Bill Howell from Adkins Energy. Have a conversation about Adkins Energy as the ethanol company in northern Illinois near Magellan and Wisconsin border. Adkins Energy is focused on the biofuel industry and demand for ethanol production. Here with Bill Howell from Adkins Energy. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to share the Adkins Energy story.
Bill, could you tell our audience about Adkins Energy? How does that work with biofuel industry in northern Illinois area?
Well, Adkins Energy is a legacy of innovation and community commitment. We're now in our 23rd year of operation and growth here in Lena, Illinois. Adkins remains committed to building a sustainable future for our employees, our shareholders, and the broader community. Adkins produces a little more than 60 million gallons of ethanol annually. And since its founding, we've produced over 1 billion gallons of ethanol, contributing to the renewable fuel sector. As you know, ethanol is a domestic renewable fuel. It also serves as a high quality octane enhancer. It improves your vehicle performance while reducing air pollution. The ethanol produced at Adkins delivers a clear benefit to both consumers and the environment. For consumers, ethanol blends such as E10, E15, and E85 lowered the cost at the pump, while environmentally, these blends reduce carbon monoxide and particulate matter emissions from tailpipes. Ethanol also strengthens the U.S. energy security by reducing reliance on foreign oil and supporting rural economies by increasing the demand for corn and creating jobs in the ag community. In addition to the core operations, Adkins Energy, together with RCT US, is advancing the first of its kind commercial demonstration facility to utilize a novel process for the production of methanol and DME. The innovative project is currently focused on securing funding, initiating construction, and targeting a facility startup by the end of the year.
How many of employees to the ethanol industry in northern Illinois area?
We currently employ about 45 employees here at Adkins.
Do you have any thoughts that we could have alcohol jet for the future?
Yes, I think as we look to the future, we see a very strong potential for Adkins producing ethanol that can serve as a feedstock to the alcohol to jet production. And it's becoming a very important pathway as we look to grow sustainable, or what's now called synthetic aviation fuel production. The RCT Lena project is central to that vision. By implementing this innovative carbon and capture and utilization technology, we anticipate that we'll reduce our carbon intensity score, which is referred to as CI, of our current ethanol from about 50 down to as low as 25. To support the transition, we've engaged a couple of specialty firms to complete the comprehensive tax credit modeling for both 45Q and 45Z. as well as to establish a CI pathway that meets the approval process for Department of Energy and Internal Revenue. And in parallel to that, RCTUS is actively developing SAF technology capable of utilizing ethanol, methanol, or a blend of the two feedstocks. And that will further expand the potential for low carbon fuel production from ag sources. Together with these efforts, I think it positions Adkins well to meet the growing demand for synthetic fuels while contributing to the decarbonization and energy security within the transportation sector.
What is your thoughts on 45Z guidance line? People are currently confused about this 45Z for right now bill.
It is confusing, and I think we just have to sort of wait and see where 45Z ends up throughout the budgeting process. I think there's a strong belief that it will be part of that. But again, we just sort of have to wait and see where it all falls out.
What is your final thoughts on the biofuel industry in Northern Illinois?
Well, I think the biofuel industry in Northern Illinois sort of stands at a pivotal juncture. You know, we can characterize it by a robust infrastructure and also emerging opportunities. As you know, Illinois ranks as third nationwide in ethanol production. We have 13 ethanol plants, and we produce almost 2 billion gallons annually. And that's supported by significant corn production in the area. This infrastructure not only bolsters the local economy, but I think it also positions Illinois as a key player in the renewable fuels sector. And recent policies, such as EPA's approval of year-round sales of E15 gasoline in the Midwestern states, includes Illinois. And so I expect that will increase ethanol demand and also provide an economic boost to our corn farmers. Northern Illinois' biofuel industry is well positioned to adapt and thrive amidst all these changing energy environments with a strong ag foundation, with supportive policies, and with a commitment to innovation. I think the region is poised to have continued leadership in renewable energy production.
Where people can find you for your company in Illinois.
Yeah, we're here in Lena, Illinois, which is right off of Highway 20 between Freeport and Galena.
Thanks, Bill.
Oh, you're welcome, and have a great day.
We've had a conversation with Bill Howell from Adkins Energy on Back Roads of Illinois. Thanks to Bill Howell from Adkins Energy on Back Roads of Illinois. I am Cesar Delgado. You have a good day.